Hey, it's IdkWhatsRc and this is another one-take video. So first of all, real quick, I will tell you guys what I've been doing on RuneScape. So right now I'm training woodcutting, and no, it's not at Ivy's anymore. I just tried Arctic Pine. I should probably go and bank and get more urns, but anyway, for this video it doesn't really matter. So what I've been doing is, first of all, I finished the Artisan Workshop. Took a lot of time, cost a lot, but it's done now. And I need to do the new quest that just got released. That's probably what I will do after this video, because I cannot wear my completionist cape right now, which is kinda sad. Another big announcement is that I just got my last day as a lifeguard, so my job is finally ending, and I can finally have a nothing to do summer. In a way. So I will have 4 more time to play RuneScape, to make videos, to work on my RPG project and other stuff. I will probably have 2 weeks of nothing, which is great because Divination is coming out, so I will be able to go full in and maybe be in the top players. I don't really go for rank 1 or anything like that, but I will be able to play a lot, which is good. And I guess I can start off with the topic of this video. So it's about divination. So I just watched the podcast that just, well, not really just got released, but was released a couple of days ago, and I've been thinking a lot about different stuff. First, about the experience rate. Many people claim that it will be a very fast skill to train. Like, some people say it's even like 200k experience per hour or stuff like that. Personally, based on the other skills that were released, I do think it will be a very slow skill to train. So let's just take a look at the skills that got released in the past. So let's say in RuneScape 2. So there was rune crafting, which is freaking slow. Then there's Slayer, which is also freaking slow. Then farming, that's just slow. Construction, it's fast, but it's super expensive, so not many people could train at level 99. Then there's Hunter, which is quite fast nowadays, but back when it got released, there were a lot of competition to get the spot. People couldn't really train, and the experience rate were really bad at the beginning, so it took a lot of time to get 90, well, a lot of time. Relatively a lot of time to get 99. Then there was Summoning, which was very complex and hard to train at first. And then there's Dungeoneering, and getting 120 was very long. So I think the goal with Jagex when they release a new skill is not that people get 99 in like a week and then that's it. I do think that they will make it slow, so people won't be able to get 99 so fast. I still think someone will get it maybe in a week or so, but I mean, I would expect experience rates to be at top 80k to 100k experience per hour at level 99, knowing what you're doing, and at lower level to be far slower. So I don't expect it to be super fast. And about the experience and the competition for like rank 1, I'm kind of sad that it will probably be not really entertaining, because from what I've heard in the podcast and from the video, I would say divination, not RuneSpawn, but divination is I would say not really click intensive or requires a lot of concentration, so the experience rate you will get is pretty much the same for everyone. It's just a matter, like micro efficiency for divination, I don't expect it to be that important, so the guy who will be rank 1 will be simply the one who plays the most, which is kind of sad in a way, because for Dungeoneering it was a very entertaining race, because I mean, Dungeoneering you need to have a team, and there's a lot of strategy, a lot of skills, like I wouldn't say skills, but anyway, I guess you guys know what I mean. So you need to think a lot to get the best experience rate and stuff like that. So the race was really good, and it was a very long race. And there was Summoning, which was also very entertaining because nobody really knew how to train it. Like, people go like to the Nashriel thing. I think that was the best spot discovered back then. I'm not really sure. Anyway, back then I was a real noob at RuneScape when summoning got released, but like using Wretch and Choppa and stuff like that. So it was very hard to train, and when a new method was discovered, then there were a big change in the ice score and stuff like that. I don't know if it will be the case for Divination. I do hope it will be, but yeah, we will need to wait to see it. And another thing I want to talk about is, well, it's once again about the experience rate, because normally how Jagex do, well, for the last 2 skills, they release the skill which is only like half or maybe the 3/4 of the skill, and then later, like only a month later, they release a patch which improves the experience rate by a lot. So for example, Dungeon Ring, when it first got released, it was very slow to train. You could only do up to the abandoned floors, which are very bad experience if you didn't know. And then they released the occult floor, so it boosts the experience rate by a lot. Then the warp floor boosts again by a lot. And same thing for summoning. Back then, when it first got released, the spirit shards were 50k, just 50 GP each, so double the price, and things were far more expensive, and there weren't that many pouches. Then like a couple, I don't know if it's a month or a couple months later, they made a patch making it far easier. So in order to be efficient overly, I don't think training Divination right away would be the best option. Maybe wait until couple patch. I don't know if there will be patches. So if you want to be efficient overall, obviously if you want to simply get 2 seconds. Okay, so I guess sorry for that. So let's get back to what I was talking about. So yeah, if you want to be overall efficient, I wouldn't really recommend to do Divination right away. Maybe wait until there are guides and stuff like that. But if you want to go for a high rank, or I don't know, have back your max cape or completionish cape, then I would recommend going straight away and be not efficient. Well, I wouldn't say not efficient, but anyway. So next topic is about the economy related to Divination. So would it be a good money-making method or not? So for the rewards, we got a little bit more information. So there will be things, I think it's signs, and anyway, there are things that can be in your inventory, and there are another categories of things that must be in your pocket slot, which is a very useless pocket. But anyway, so yeah, some of the reward will boost the experience we'll get in collecting skills. And from what I've heard, well, from what I've read actually, it will boost the experience rate for you and the people around you. So it might become more efficient to train with other people, maybe at the LRC cave. So when you're around a lot of people, you will get a higher bonus. We don't really know many things about that so far, but yeah, it could be interesting to see how it goes. Maybe not for woodcutting, because woodcutting is really more solo, but for fishing, which doesn't really change if there's a lot of people, or mining at the LRC cave, otherwise it's bad, but anyway. And there are also another categories of item that will turn low tier, for example, logs into higher tier log. And personally, I think there are 2 ways they can do that. The first one is that you simply use the item and it will turn the log into a higher version of the log into smaller amount. Oh wait, that's another thing they mentioned. So you could have like 10 U logs and you turn them into 5 magic logs. So if it's simply that, then there are 2 things. First of all, I don't think this will be tradable. Otherwise, you simply buy a lot of logs, you buy the stuff, and you make a lot of profit. So if it's the case, then you won't make profit using that, because, I mean, everybody would do that otherwise. So either it's not tradable, and you need to collect it yourself. Well, we'll talk more about the gameplay later in the video, but, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the collecting, like either you simply but make it yourself, then use it, and you get money from it. So Divination could be a good way to make money because of that. Or the other way is that when you're cutting the tree, there's a chance that the log you will receive will be higher tier. Since, for example, I'm cutting Arctic Pine, but when I'm cutting it, I got a chance to get, I don't know, magic log. don't really know how this will go, if this will go well, but if it's the case, then it's really, I mean, it's really crappy because you don't really make a lot of profit with skills like with cutting and mining, and I don't think it will make that much of a change for the GP per hour, so it will stay crappy way to make money. Now for another thing about the money is that they said that the second skill that will come out will be really related to divination, and that there are things that will be added to the game that divination, like with the energy you collected from divination, you will be able to use them with the new skill. So saving up the energy you will get from divination and waiting for the new skill to get released could be a good investment, like a long-term investment. I don't know when the next skill will be released, but from what I can see, it will not be very soon. And personally, I don't think it will be worth it to save them, especially at the beginning, because I think the highest price of an item is when it just got released. So everybody wants to try it out and see how it goes, and there is very low stock of them. So even, like, I would personally sell them all when I will get them or use them. Depends on how good they will be, but anyway. So the energy, maybe like after a month or 2 months or 3 months, it would be wise to pile them and wait until the new skill gets released and use them all for the new reward, but I don't really know how it will go. Do I have other things to say? Oh yeah, the gameplay. So there are a little bit more information. First of all, the amount of people that will train at the same energy node, or whatever it's called, would not affect the other players. So you can be like 1 billion players at the same nodes and it won't really change anything. I think it will be probably like rune spawn. So it doesn't, well, it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe like for the, anyway. And another thing, yeah, they mentioned that you will have a choice when you use the energy you have collected from the nodes and you use it on the creator. You can either get more experience or get energy that will be used to create stuff. So people who were wants to get the most experience could probably exchange it for experience and get a little bit more experience, but I do think changing it for the material rewards will be far better because you will make a lot of profit that way. But yeah, if you're going for rank 1, obviously you will want to get the extra experience in divination. So I guess that's pretty much it about this video. I hope you liked it, and see ya!